This is some old ham equipment. Get your phone CW, oscillator, crystal, plank voltage, and heater voltage, tripler fan. Yeah, let me see. Old cell phone.
Can we keep that?
Yeah.
How's that
So,
done? There.
coil.
Huh?
I'll salvage some of these tubes. I don't know. This thing weighs about 60 pounds, so
I think we need to put this old phone
bunch of
away.
transformers in there. And I think this is just
What?
the transmitter. Look out. There's no receive on it. So back then, when you had a radio set, you actually had a set. You had a transmitter and a receiver. It's pretty interesting. But it is heavy. Don't. Other than that, a bunch of tubes back in there. I wonder why there's so many transformers. There's another thing. It's plate current, finals. But it's got some. I've never seen tubes like this before. Look at that thing. Got these coils on the top. A lot of these plug-in coils. Meters. Old ring. Yeah, look at that. That's weird looking. Big too. Some relays up here. There's another tube right here. So it's an RCA.
Take one. Take one.
3E29. And so each of these tubes has coils that connect to this inductor and this trimmer cap. So it's probably like a tank circuit. I got this top section out. I'm going to salvage some tubes, these coils, 10-meter coil. This old tube stuff uses a lot of these power resistors, 10 watt. And I got this off of it. Check out this power resistor. This thing is huge. It's enameled on the top, but here it's just bare wire. Rat nest. (5U4), whatever that is. 5U4. Oh, these look like rectifiers. 5U4 again. Yeah, probably all. See a number on that one? Oh, it's a 7648. Gee, I don't know what that is. 108. So these are probably the transformers, and those were rectifiers. And these capacitors probably, this is probably all the power supply section. I'm tearing this apart. What's interesting, this is all homemade, because this is all, like this chassis was probably off of something else. You can see where he drew lines to mark holes. There's different types of metals. It's like galvanized sheet metal on part of it. See where he drew lines to, because this chassis is off something else. This box, it looks like he made. Here's another cool thing. These relays here are in sockets. Tabs on it, so if you, I think you could put a tube in there, and that way you could, you know, hook up voltage and stuff and test it. This thing had all these transformers, but these look, they're all sealed. Look like they're still in good condition. There's two of those. But this thing has, some of them have cloth wiring, so I don't know, I won't keep them. But this has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 transformers there. And then turn it over. It's got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 more on the bottom. It's incredible. It's got a bunch more of these power resistors too. Pulled out these two tubes. They've got these strange shields on them. It's a 6K7G. It's an Arcturus 84. So I was looking through, and these tubes that I thought were strange were 829Bs, and they're twin beam power tubes. And unfortunately, I guess this is the lead for the plate. This one I got out alright. The other one I completely broke. They're kind of neat. Got a nice porcelain base. And these were probably in the transmitter section as a push-pull amplifier. And then this went out to the RF, and it said I looked up the data sheet, they could put out for like 40 watts. And also in there, a lot of what I thought were transformers were actually just chokes. So this is like I just measured it. It's 24 Henry choke. It's a big choke. So I got the label, it says 12, and I measured it at 15. And so that was the power supply section, and it had the diodes in it to rectify the voltage, and it had, I can't remember how many transformers, I got them in the garage, but anyway, you had the transformers for different voltages and smooth out the voltage with the chokes, and there's some capacitors. And so what these were, and this is that plate that had all the power resistors on it, and what it was mostly in series, but there was just a big voltage divider. So I guess if you're used to like modern electronics, you would just put a voltage regulator, but this is how they did it. They just put a big voltage divider, and it seems kind of wasteful, a lot of power going into heat, but that's how they did it. I got a whole bunch of, like, I don't know, parts I'm going through. Got a lot of variable capacitors, meters. This one, milliamp meter, kind of sticks, but it works. This one's a RF meter. This one, milliamp meter, I tested. And a lot of these came out of something else, but I got more junk out there I got to go through.